Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's AskCat bringing you guys another World War II Zombies video, and in today's video we're going to be showing you guys how to get the Thulian Scythe upgraded on DLC 4, The Frozen Dawn. So, with all that being said, we're of course going to be needing the base variant of this weapon before we can do the upgrading process. So if you guys don't know how to retrieve this weapon, then I will have a video on my channel showing you guys how to do just that. Let's jump right into the video and show you guys how to get this thing upgraded. Thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, so once you spawn into the Frozen Dawn, the first thing we can actually go ahead and do is pick up this cable right here to the right of us. So it's going to be right here, kind of camouflaged in. You can kind of see me looking at it. It's like kind of wavy right here, but it kind of blends in pretty well. So unless you know it's there, you're probably not going to find that. But yeah, that cable is the first part to upgrading the Scythe that we're going to need. At this point, we obviously need to go ahead and get the Scythe, and then we'll be back to go ahead and continue the guide for you guys. Okay, so now that we have our Scythe and our cable from the spawn room, we can go ahead and make our way all the way over into the Thulian Archives, and then there's basically like this little secret passageway, which isn't necessarily secret. It's pretty noticeable, but yeah, we're gonna go over here towards this bigger stair set, and then right here is the passage where it will lead you to the teleportation unit. And we're going to need to hit this button right here so that we can actually go to the pack-a-punch room. And when we come out, there's going to be some corpse eaters that will spawn. And this will happen every single time that you take the pack-a-punch teleportation units. Whenever you have this button activated, pretty much every time you come out of this room right here, there's always going to be 2 corpse eaters that will spawn. What we need to do with the Scythe, which is why we needed the Scythe first before we could do this, is we need to go ahead and get a corpse eater spine. So we need to melee the corpse eater with the Scythe and hope that we get a spine from it. So as you can see right there, I got lucky on the first one and I got my spine. So we're going to go ahead and now go back over into the phylactery, which is where the actual portion of the upgrading is going to go down. Now that we have all of our parts, and then after we have all of our parts and that's all set in stone, we are basically able to do the ritual after this. So right now, all we've done is collect our parts. We have all 3 parts. We have the cable from the spawn room, the Scythe itself, and then that spine we just got off the corpse eater. At this point, we can run over here into the phylactery, activate the forge, and all that does is place down all of our parts right there. And we need to get around 15 kills so that we can charge up the Scythe, essentially. So as you can see, it's kind of like turned into a soul box at this point. Go ahead and get your kills, and then I'll be back whenever it's actually charged up to show you what that looks like. Alright, as you guys can see, anytime here, we should go ahead and get this thing charged up. And when it says ignited the forge, you can leave the area, which is essentially activating the fact that that soul box is completed. And we're going to need to go until round 9 now at this point to basically be able to pick up our Scythe. So we got that thing charged up on round 7. We're going to need to go through an entire round, which would be wave 8, and then we can pick it up that following wave, which would be round 9. So essentially how this works is you're going to have to go 1 full wave. In this, it's technically 2 waves, but whatever wave you filled it on will technically count if you get it done soon enough. And then you can also yeah, just that full next wave that you have it done already will automatically count. So like I said, round 9 is when I should be able to pick it up. I'll show you guys what that looks like when it kind of extinguishes and then you're able to pick it up. Kind of has like a sound effect and everything. So alright, so as soon as this turns to round 9, this should extinguish and we should be able to pick it up. You'll notice that it won't go directly into our inventory. We're actually going to need to teleport again, and we'll be able to go directly into the ritual room. So as you can see, it kind of does like a pop or like a puff of electricity, and then it kind of extinguishes, and then you're able to pick it up. As you can see, I still have my shovel. It didn't actually give it to me. So if you're wondering what the heck happened, don't worry, your game did not glitch. You just need to go ahead and take a teleporter, and this will send you into the actual ritual room for the upgraded Scythe. Once you pick it up, you're going to notice that there's 3 Wustlings and 2 corpse eaters. And what the corpse eaters do is essentially give you a charge on your Scythe. And this is going to stop you from losing shield or potentially going down if you had no shield. So as you can see, I'll let this whistling do it, but there's essentially 2 hits if a whistling hits you, and then you would lose a point of shield. As you can see, I have this like infinity stone looking glowing stone on my Scythe right here, so I'm able to actually take these 2 hits and not lose a point of shield. It basically just takes the energy from that gem, and apparently that dude was low enough to where it killed him as well. It was like the Uno reverse card. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Other than that, it kind of has the same abilities as the other one. It has this double swing attack, and then it also actually gains this this ranged attack. Claw of Heist is what it's called. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is definitely one of the easier weapons to get. One of the more powerful upgraded weapons to get as well. I would definitely recommend it if you guys have not learned how to get this weapon yet. It's pretty simple. As you guys can see, I got it by round 9. Obviously, if you're running some other Easter egg steps in there, I would say you're probably more than likely going to get it closer to like round 10 or 11, if I'm being entirely honest, with the way I normally run it anyways. You guys could have different strategies than me. Maybe you get it sooner, maybe you get it later. But yeah, with how I do it, normally I get it anywhere from round 9 to round 11. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and found this useful in one way or another. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sure to catch you guys in the next video. We are going to be upgrading the Thulian shield, and then we'll go ahead and do the hammer to finish off the series here before we jump into the boss fight and the overall full Easter egg guide for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.